Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back. We're doing an M20 draft. We've got a cool rare here in Villas. This would be a fun res target, or if you have some ramp elements, you could play it as well. So I'm okay first picking it. Otherwise, good cards. Quite a few good cards in here, actually. Scampering Scorcher, I like. The Overgrowth Elemental, Chandra's Outrage, Cloudkin Seer. I think if this is like a PTQ, you probably take Outrage, just because instant speed kill spell plus deal damage to the player is pretty good, although it is color intensive. Cloudkin Seer, you can't really go wrong with this. An evasive creature in a relevant creature type that cantrips for a good cost. Yeah, it might be Cloudkin Seer too, but like I said, Overgrowth Elemental is incredible as well. Really good tribal card. It might just be the Overgrowth Elemental, but then yeah, the Outrage. I don't know. Good picks in general. We're going to take the Villas because it's the most interesting pick. And if we can get some resurrection spells, blood for whatever it's called. I want to say blood for some reason, but that's definitely not what it's called. But if we can ramp into it as well, it'll still be good. So let's take it. And if we can't play it, so be it. Okay. Follow-up pick. Well, Sanitarium Skeleton wants to be in the same deck as Villas for resurrections. And I found it's just a good card in general. Otherwise, we could take the Outrage here and be happy enough about that. It's good. It's definitely good. It's a kill spell. Instant speed. Raise the Alarm, Sedge Scorpion, other good picks. I'm okay taking the Outrage, though. Let's just take it and be happy because it's good. Okay, pick number 3. We have Bladebrand in black. We do have Lavakin Brawler in red, which is one of the better commons, I think. Even if you don't have a lot of elemental support, it's pretty excellent. Steadfast Sentry in here as well. Captivating Gyre, pretty good finisher. Or way to just get the last few points of damage in there. I'll take the Brawler. I think it's going to go well with our Outrage, and it's just really good. Oftentimes it's a 4 mana. Attacking is like a 5/4 at common in a relevant creature type. It's good. We're going to take it. Okay, so now in red, we have a sideboard card in Reckless Airstrike or Tectonic Rift, which you can definitely main deck. Otherwise, there's Overcome in green. I think it's slightly better than in Rift, but they serve such a similar purpose that I'm okay taking Rift just to stay with the red. But there's also Herald of the Sun, which is an excellent white card. I've found it's an excellent white card. It's also expensive, but it's definitely good. So I might just take the Herald here because I like it so much. But then again, like I said, Overcome or Rift are good too. Rift in particular with Brawler, I mean, you basically just need one Rift turn to get that Brawler damage in and be super happy. But it's also so early in the draft, I kind of just want to take the best cards. I mean, I didn't do that with the Villas, but taking the Villas kind of opened us up for a cooler archetype if we saw any of the 4 mana res spell. Yeah, for me it's Rift versus Herald. It's still definitely early enough to go any direction in this draft. There's no elementals in white, which makes our Brawler pick slightly worse if I take the Herald, but Herald also just wins games in grinds. It really does. Stalled board state, okay, suddenly I'll just put counters on my flying creatures, and what are you going to do? So I think I'm going to take it. Like I said, Herald is just an ultimate stalemate breaker. Now there's Loyal Pegasus and Raise the Alarm in white. We have, I think those are the best cards in here. Pegasus, I'm okay taking over Raise the Alarm, even though I like Raise the Alarm a lot. Pegasus is quite good. It's going to be good with our Herald of the Sun. Oftentimes, if you can get a few of them, they're just 1 mana, 2 power attackers, which is really good. Probably goes well with red, if we do in fact end up red. I'll take the Pegasus. Get a nice solid flyer there. Okay, so there's Bone Splinters, which I like. There's Metropolis Sprite, which I also like. could be blue-white is the direction to go, because I do, like I said, like Sprite quite a bit. Definitely pairs well with the Pegasus. And blue-white skies is a good archetype. Red-black is still something you can do, so Bone Splinters being a pretty good removal spell is a decent option as well. But I only have Billis in black right now. I don't have anything in blue. I'm okay taking Bone Splinters here. If you get Sanitarium Skeletons, you're pretty happy to have a 1-mana kill spell for anything. Alright, let's take it. Okay. Pick now. Devout Decree, more of a sideboard card. We could take the Smuggler. It's really good with the Brawler. Still haven't quite locked down what colors we are. But I think Smuggler's the best card remaining here. Moat Piranha is a good card for blue-white skies, but I'll take the Smuggler. You get to cheat some damage in, and I'm usually pretty happy about that. I'm okay taking a Steadfast Sentry here. I'm always happy with this card. Ringleader's pretty good too if you have enough goblins, but we don't. So it's probably just taking a Sentry and being happy about it. Great 3-drop white card at common. Inspired Charge is okay too. Another Sentry is totally fine. We could take the Unchained Berserker. I found this card is really excellent, actually. Some decks, you really get to just beat in. And it randomly does work well with Smuggler too. Huh. Maybe I just want the Berserker here. Like, you totally can main deck this card, and like I said, sometimes you're just super happy. White, I think, is the weakest card in this format. But even despite that, just randomly being able to get in for 3 points of damage on turn 2 against certain decks is great. Like a Pegasus into a Berserker against a white deck is probably pretty devastating. I'm going to take it over another Sentry here. So I'm okay taking the Glaring Aegis. We're kind of getting well set up to be some sort of Boros beatdown. So Aegis, I think, would be really good for that deck. Can take the Inspired Charge. It's just a pump effect. If we get some Raise the Alarms, it'll be particularly good for us. It's nice to have one of them, I would say. And then here we can take the Inquisitor, or we can take the Rift now. Charge, I would say, and Rift play pretty similar roles. So I might just want the Inquisitor. Get another 2-drop. Rando bear that can get first strike. Not bad. Can never really have enough bears if you're aggro, so okay. We'll take another one. I guess we'll take another one. Alright. I think we're in the right colors. I feel confident in saying that. So Aerial Assault typically isn't what a aggro deck wants to do. It's more of a defensive, or more of like a blue-white skies card, obviously. Chandra Novice Pyromancer, despite not having elementals, might... it's not even might. Is still good. You can just shock targets or ramp. I'm never going to be unhappy being in red and playing Chandra, so I'm going to take it, despite having one elemental currently. It can still just randomly ramp us, like I said, or burn things, so we'll take it. Other choices in here are really just like a pattern matcher, and we don't even have much to do with it yet, but it's still early enough where it'll be good. Or a Destructive Digger, a card I kind of like. But we'll take Chandra. Alright. Vanguard, it's actually a pretty good reason to be in Boros. It evades, it spits out soldiers. That's going to be good for our Inspired Charge. Otherwise, we have a Murder in a color we're not playing, and a Vial of Dragonfire, which I've kind of come to like, and Daybreak Chaplain, which I feel like is more of almost like a blue-white skies protection card, or something that's good with the gauntlets. But we'll take the Vanguard. So, Buccaneer, good rare, definitely aggressive. I'm fine taking it. Aerial Assault, another one. There's an Aeronaut, which I think is actually a good aggro card too, although we kind of already have quite a few 4-drop spells. Another Smuggler would be welcome, but we're taking the Buccaneer. I love this card. Raise the Alarm, definitely a good pickup for us. Good with the charge. I guess it's not so good with much else in our deck, but it's still just a good card in general. In any white deck, you're happy to have Raise the Alarm. Reduce to Ashes, pretty solid removal. I'm okay taking it over a Windscarred Crag. I like the fixing of Crag, but Reduce to Ashes does deal with a lot of things. The 5 is a good number to have, so I'm okay taking it here. Another Vanguard, definitely welcome in our deck. More evasion. Pretty awesome with Herald of the Sun, too. We'll take it. Another Berserker is totally fine, actually. I'll take it over a Captain. I think I like Captain more than Inspired Charge. I'd rather have the Hill Giant with the slightly less buff, but we're definitely taking Berserker here and being happy about it. Okay, so we can take Aerial Assault now. Like I said, I don't really like it for what we're trying to do. Being aggro typically means your opponent is going to be defensive. But we're not giving up much if I take it. A Raider, which is a 4-drop, a Raptor, 4-drop. Don't really need either. I could just take the Raptor. I don't know if it's going to make the deck, though. We already have 4 4-drops, which is probably enough. I guess I'll take Assault. Honestly, I really don't think it's making the deck. I could take a Cliffs if I was going to randomly splash some blue card, or if I had a reason to gain life, but tap lands in an aggro deck, also not good. You kind of hamstring yourself a little bit by playing aggro, because some of these cards that are useful outside of aggro kind of get overshadowed or not good enough for the deck. I might just take the Raider. Honestly, this is a very playable card. 4 mana, 4 power, good for aggro, lets you loot. I guess we'll take the Raider. I just don't think Aerial Assault is a good fit for our deck. So I could take the Digger here. Pattern Matcher does actually have some targets to find, so I think I take it. It's another 4-drop, but it's a pretty useful one for us. Can take the Chaplain. It's another 2-drop. Lifelink is nothing to scoff at. I guess we'll take it. There's Manifold Key. I just think it's too expensive for what we want to do. So another Smuggler. I think Smuggler is actually legitimately just good in here. I like Aeronaut too, but we have enough 4-drops. We've already said that. And Smuggler with like the Buccaneer, the Inquisitors, the Pegasus, the Vanguard. It's actually really cool with Vanguard because you can make the soldier that's tapped and attacking unblockable. So kind of helps spitting out guys and then making them unblockable. I like it. We'll take it. Alright, we'll take a Rift now. I might even like Rift more than Charge. I think being straight up unblockable and taking out a land is probably better than Charge, honestly. I don't need any of these cards. We'll just take the worst one. Let the computers take green or black. I'll take another Inquisitor. All the Rifts. I don't know if we need 2 of them. Marauding Raptor, I mean, it's a 2-mana 2/3, but it basically kills all the creatures we want to play, so I don't think we want that. Could take the Dawning Angel. As far as removal goes, we're pretty light. We have basically an Outrage, a Pyromancer, and a Reduce to Ashes. So I was considering the Vial of Dragonfire, but I think Dawning Angel is definitely welcome in our deck. It's going to be good with the Herald of the Sun. Can never go wrong with a flyer that's decent like this in an aggro deck. I think it's okay to running a Dawning Angel. The gain 4 life really can throw off combat math if they're expecting to kill you. 4 life is a pretty big gain. God's Willing is an excellent card. There's Infuriate in here too. I've won too many games on the back of God's Willing to not take it here. It really is that good. Protection is just huge. Infuriate's going to be really good. There's Inspiring Captain. I think we want the Infuriate. We're aggressive. We want to attack in. We want cheap spells like this. Another Herald of the Sun. Well, I mean, it's good. Do I want another 6-drop in my aggro deck? Probably not. I could take the Scorch Spitter. It attacks pretty well. I wish we had more aggro stuff like Infuriate to pair with it, but I think we'll just take the Scorch Spitter. I'm feeling like we can easily play a low curve aggro deck. Pacifism is a great pickup for us. We're looking for cheap removal, and this is definitely that. Another Infuriate is welcome. I'm going to take it over the Protector. I'm fine with that. We're set up well to just dish a lot of damage out quickly. So another Smuggler. I'm going to take it over the Sentinel. I really like Smuggler in this deck. It's got haste, so if you're on the play, you can often get in the first turn with it, and then it's just letting you get in with the rest of your creatures. We'll take it. I don't even know if I'm playing like any of our top end anymore. Like, I might just want a Captain here and try and top our curve out at 4 if I can. I think that's possible too. Alright, I'll take the Vial. I don't know if it's good enough to make the deck. Sentry is always welcome to my deck. However, we do have Infuriate number 3. Let's say I start putting some of our top end in the board here. How many creatures? I have a lot I have to cut. $12, $13, $14, $17, $18, $19, $20. We already have 20 creatures. I do only have 1 Sentry, and they are good for aggro, but Infuriate is excellent too. I think we can make this a 16 land deck, honestly. I'm going to take Infuriate number 3. We're just going to try and be a super aggressive beatdown deck. I don't need a soldier. I mean, we'll consider it. Okay. Alright. So we'll figure out what we're doing here, because we've got a pretty cool deck. It's aggressive, but I kind of like what it can do. So I think we ditch the Brawler. We'll ditch the Charge. I'm still okay with Pattern Matcher. Take the lands out for now because I kind of want to get a better idea of what we're doing. So we have to cut a lot of cards. Probably Glaring Aegis can go. I think I like Infuriates more than Moment, but maybe I can just cut the Vial instead. I'd rather have something that just gets damage, and we probably don't need the Chaplain. It's okay. It's actually good with the Infuriates, but I'm kind of looking for just raw damage right now. Apostle has, you know, reasonable protection here, but we're looking for things I can easily cut. It's probably Apostle. I like Berserker more. 2 mana, 3 power makes more sense to me. I really like it with the Smuggler a lot. How many creatures do we have? I have a Raise the Alarm as well, so 19 creatures. We can easily cut 4 creature cards and 1 non-creature card and call it a deck. And I'm definitely playing Chandra. It just burns things. We don't need the ramp, but just burning a couple things is huge. And then you can, if you have a wave where it's not taking damage, you're burning even more. So I have to make some creature cuts here. I probably don't need 4 Inquisitors. I could easily cut a couple of them. And we still can cut technically 2 more creatures if I wanted. What's my least powerful non-creature spell? It could be Reduced to Ashes. This is a good removal spell, but we've got, maybe it's Moment of Heroism. I kind of like what Moment can do in terms of just rando lifelink in an aggro match. But I'd rather play the Infuriates because they're cheaper. So then we can cut 2 more creatures. I don't know if it's the Scorch Spitter or not. I really don't want to cut the Scorch Spitter just because I kind of like what it can do. It might be the Inquisitors. Do I want to play 5 4-drops in a 16 land deck? I kind of don't. I could cut 1 Captain, 1 Inquisitor. And actually, yeah, we would have run 6 4-drops. That seems like too many. So this is 15 creatures with the Raise the Alarm. A pretty good curve. We're staying busy early. We can sneak damage in with the Smugglers. Got good protection, good removal. I think this is the build I like the most. So let's look at our color symbols. Much more red than white. And we have no need for double white. So, and we do have a need for double red. So probably do, probably still do 9-7. We want white early. So I'm okay with this. Oops, wait. 9-7, yeah. All right. Yeah, I like this. I think it's a good looking deck. It's got some cool things going for it. I definitely think we can beat down pretty effectively. So we'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. Okay, we're here in round 1. I like this hand. Okay. Guess they're going to get a Tectonic Rift. Smuggler, okay. All right. So we can do the Smuggler here, but personally I think the Sentry makes the most sense. That way we can block the Blood Burglar, because we kind of have to stop the lifelink. All right. Pattern Matcher, that's actually pretty good because we've got 2 of. We even have another Smuggler we could do too. So we'll play the Smuggler. We'll get in with that Scorch Spitter here. I mean, technically we could get in with both the Sentry and the Smuggler, huh? They could block with the Barony Vampire and the Sentry, and then we just pump the Spitter, and we could still block the Burglar. I'm okay with that. I think they want to make this trade anyway. I'm actually more surprised they made that trade, but I'm okay with it. We have another Smuggler and a Pattern Matcher to find yet another Smuggler, so this seems okay. Okay. So, I guess that we play the Smuggler, make the Scorch Spitter unblockable, and get in for 2. So now we're kind of looking for Reduce to Ashes, Chandra's Outrage, Pacifism, so that we can stop the Air Elemental here. Okay, so I guess that we just get in with the Scorch Spitter again. And then we play Pattern Matcher, finding another Smuggler. Okay, so it looks like we're dead here. I don't even have the red to do Buccaneer plus Smuggler. Even if I did, I guess it wouldn't matter. Okay. I guess this is where a Moment of Heroism would come in handy. All right. See you in game 2. All right. This looks like a good keep to me. We have a pump spell. We've got a 2-drop into a 3-drop that can make our 2-drop unblockable. Yeah, it looks good to me. It's a good draw too. Debating whether I want to do the Inquisitor. Probably the Inquisitor, I guess, works better alongside the Smuggler. Okay, hey, that was a good draw. Alright. Yeah, I think we're going to just play the Inquisitor here. I think it pairs better with the Smuggler if they have a 3-drop, so I like it more. Yeah, especially a Tomebound Lich. Alright, so we can go Smuggler. Get in for 2. No attack. Well, that's good news for us, I guess. So I guess we can do... We've got some choices here. We can do another Smuggler, which is the best use of mana. Okay. I think we'll play another Smuggler. We'll make our other Smuggler unblockable. And we'll leave back the Inquisitor to block the Audacious Thief. Just because the Thief getting card advantage, even at the life loss, I think is a big deal. Although, maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't know. The card draw is kind of a big deal. Probably need to put a stop to that. All right. Rift is not bad. I guess we'll just make a smuggler unblockable. Could infuriate plus do a raise the alarm. I kind of like that. Or I could play the berserker now. This is kind of an opportunity to get damage in though. Sets up for a better inspiring captain. Because I also don't know if they're going to attack back or not. Especially if I can rift. I think we're going to infuriate. Let me make sure I do it on the right one. It's this one. It's got the little forward arrow on it. So we'll get in our 5 points of damage. We'll pass the turn. We'll raise the alarm at the end of their turn. Alright, so they're going to Agonizing Siphon, which is pretty bad for us because life gain when you're trying to out aggro them is not going to work out so well. So we'll play Raise the Alarm. Another Smuggler. So we'll play that. And I guess we'll just make a smuggler unblockable again. And get him down to 11. So if we block, they get to loot. I think we're going to hope the rift. I think we kind of need all the creatures we can get right now. I can't kill the Tomebound Lich. And I kind of need all the creatures I can get. Okay, so now Tectonic Rift gets a lot worse. We probably just... I think that we make our soldiers unblockable. I guess I could have made... No. Not sure. Basically, you need this Tectonic Rift to be lethal. Okay. Definitely want them to attack with that elemental. That would be super helpful. Okay, I guess not attacking with anything is probably okay too. We'll play the land. We can, at the very least, get in with a soldier. We can't reduce to ashes the boreal elemental because it costs 2 more to target it. So I think we're just making a soldier unblockable. We're going to play a berserker. And we're still kind of holding out hope that this tectonic rift is going to do some work for us. They can block our biggest guy, which means it would still take 2, 5, 7, which is Xaxes lethal, assuming they have nothing. Which is quite the assumption. Okay. They have murder mana up. It might just be in my best interest to go for the alpha strike here with Tectonic Rift. Well, the nice thing is I can blow up their untapped swamp. So they're going to have to play murder if they've got it before I attack. Which is fine. And they are attacking with the elemental. That's good news for us too. So we'll go for the rift here. I'm hoping they just like play a creature or even the murder. Even the murder now is not a huge... I think we still have lethal. Yeah, we definitely do. So now we just rift, blow up a swamp, and that should do it. Cool. All right, we'll see you for the next game. All right, good looking hand. We'll keep this. Kind of want to start off with the Vanguard, I guess. It's pretty sweet with the Smuggler. All right, Timbercat. Let's go Vanguard here. Okay. So the good news is, well, I guess we can't kill Chandra because she deals damage to, she stays at 3, I guess is what I was trying to say. So we'll swing at her though. Okay, so we can do the pattern matcher to find another smuggler, which we will do. Guess we'll just take 4. Okay. So, 5 mana. I guess we play... I guess we attack both on Chandra. Because we have the Infuriate. I want to make 2 plays this turn too, so... Both our guys attack Chandra. Either way, we'll be able to kill Chandra, which is good. Pretty surprised they would block like that. Okay. That block makes more sense. It's worse for us, but it does make more sense. So, I think we have to kill Chandra. I don't really want to. I'd like to kill the Brawler, but I don't think we have a lot of luxuries here. We'll play the Inquisitor and a Berserker now. So, I think we'll just block the Ember Cat. I don't really want to take 7, but I think we're going to. Alright, raise the alarm at least gives us a chump blocker, which is good. Couple of them. So, I guess the play is Smuggler. And attack with everything. I'm okay with this. Pass. I think we're gonna double chump. Resolve that ability. Raise the alarm. Block these 2. Okay. Outrage does, in fact, let us win. So we outrage the Digger. And we need to deal at least 8. So I think... Well, we're dead. If I just attack with 3, we're dead anyway. Because of these 3. Yeah, I guess we all attack. Looks like they have the shock. Yeah. That's too bad because it was like super close to victory there. Literally 1 damage away. Came down to needed the shock. But like I said, if I leave... It doesn't matter if I leave a guy back because we'd only be able to block the Brawler. I could have attacked with 2 things. That still seems really bad. I think it was okay forcing them to have the shock. Although it was pretty good telegraph they had the shock. Alright, we'll see you in the next game. Alright, we'll keep this hand. This hand's pretty good. Alright, turn 1, we get a Pegasus. Hoping to get a nice curve out here if possible. Oh, that's a good draw. Alright, we'll do the Vanguard. Alright. Okay, so yeah, this is just good for us. We attack. They don't even want to block our 1/1 attacking soldier. Play the Inquisitor and pass. I think we'll play around the Feral Invocation by just taking this. Or the Growth Cycle, whatever it may be. Alright, I can live with that. So now we'll play a Smuggler. Cool. Alright, we'll see you for the next one. Alright, we can keep this hand. It's not bad. Oh, opponent's playing white. That's good news for us. So we can probably start it off with the Berserker here. Nope, they have the Sprite though to block. But we can also Infuriate. So we'll probably do that. Or maybe they take it. Yeah, we'll Infuriate. If they don't want to block too, we have another play, so I'm okay with either way, yeah. So we'll Infuriate to save our Berserker, because it's probably pretty good in this match. It also makes it so they can't attack or block with their Pegasus, so I like it. Alright. So we'll attack again. Another Infuriate. Alright. I guess pro white means my sentry actually can't buff my Berserker. Which is actually awkward, but we still play the sentry, I guess. So we'll get in, play a sentry, and we might take the first sentry beats. Okay. So can't play any of those. Guess we play the Inquisitor. Attack. Yeah. Okay. So we'll get in. And they're going to take it. So we'll let them take it, and then we'll pass. So we'll play Raise the Alarm. Jump here. Alright. So it looks like we're dead. Unfortunately, just couldn't get to 4 mana. Kind of hamstrung themselves there. Yeah, they could have won if they didn't attack with their ground guy. But I think they still win anyway, just because I can't draw a land for the life of me. Wow. All right, well, opponent gave us every opportunity to win there, and yeah, we just couldn't do it. If this, the funny thing is, if this was 2 power, we would have won. Yeah. If that was 2 power, I would have won. If I had drawn a land, I would have won. Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Yep. We'll, I guess, take 1 pack here. All right, cool. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.